So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Commodity. I'm John, and today we're taking a look at the True Facts Animal Awards. I'm not really sure what to expect. This was suggested by Bushy all the way back on January 3rd. I'm starting with the beginning of the year, and I'm going to go through all of them. Now, if you decide to get back on Discord, I'll make sure the links to Discord is still down in the description. But I'm not doing anything from a news channel. I've got quite a few suggestions from a news channel, but they can take you down real quick and real easy. Like, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do as far as like stand up and stuff like that. We're playing this by ear because I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be posting. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in this room because I moved to my living room because I want to set up the studio, what was the studio, to my kids' room because they're starting to stay with me a lot more now, and I want to get beds and everything for them. And until I get a house, which hopefully will be at the end of this year, then I'll be able to have a room just for a studio, and then I won't worry about that. But for now, we are taking a look at True Facts Animal Awards. I don't know, again, what to expect, but let's take a look and jump right in. And if you don't like the camera location, I'm working on it. Also, I just have one giant bright light right in front of my face. This room literally has the light on. That's how bad it is. So let me see if I can lighten it up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's out of focus. There we go. That looks in focus. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. And we're getting quite close to 100,000 subscribers, so if you want to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let's jump into this.
This episode sponsored by Hunter Killer. Welcome to the True Facts Animal Awards, celebrating animals with awards. No, I'm not going to say... Fine, co-produced by Jerry. I mean, that ruined the intro. In the category Things That Look Just Like Ants, we have an honorable mention. I should point out that it is an ant because someone forgot to specify things that aren't ants that look like ants. As a runner-up, we have a spider in the genus Myrmeplata. Jenny, this one looks more like an ant and a half.
That's what I was going to
right
say.
There, an ant's face doesn't split down the middle all of a sudden. No wonder it's second place. Let's see the winner. Jerry, that's another real ant. Fooled you? It's not. It's a spider. From the front, it's not fooling anyone. It's more like an ant ass mimic, really. Could be its own category. In the category of Jerry, your mom's not a category. Bet she had plenty of entries, though. Burn. Do a real one. Oh, that's better. In the category of least inviting orifice, honorable mention to Millie here. Good job, Millie. Terrifying orifice. And it's a good reminder never to pick up a hippopotamus up by the top of it. You pick a hippopotamus up by the bottom. No, Jerry, I told you we're not doing the sea cucumber. Well, because it is inviting.
Have y'all ever watched a video of a hippo running underwater? Because they're too heavy, so there's no buoyancy with them. And they literally will sink to the bottom and just run. If they're trying to attack a human or anything that's on top of the land, they'll run and jump to get air up top to make sure they're still lined up with that boat or whatever is up there. And it's just the craziest thing. It's terrifying. But I think that's one of my favorite animals, though, is the sea cow.
Fighting. No, not for me.
That
for
is
the
the sea
fishes
cow,
and the
right?
crabs that live up in there. Disqualified. Jerry, that's another sea cucumber. What do you mean, wait for it? Oh, God. It keeps coming. But it doesn't change anything, Jerry. I'm saying the orifice itself is still inviting. It's what's coming out that's gross. Read the rules. The runner-up goes to the bloodworm Glycera dibranchiata. Got a mouth like the devil's fleshlight. But it might be more inviting than the winner, which is a friggin' penguin mouth. They got extra points because they're cute on the outside, so it's like a fake-out. But their tongues and the roof of their mouth are covered with these...
Oh, my gosh. Actually, the picture before that.
Because they're cute on the outside, so it's like a fake-out. But they're...
Look at that. You know how cats have, like, the most coarse tongues? My ex-wife and kids have a cat at their house, and that cat loves me. But it sits there and it'll lick me like it's a dog with the coarsest tongue. And that looks just so disgusting. I'm guessing that helps move fish down their throat or something. I'm not sure.
Tongues and the roof of their mouth are covered with these spiny papillae. Helps with the fish swallowing, apparently. It's what you get when you don't evolve teeth. The penguin was also an entry in the category Hell No I Wouldn't French Kiss That, but that award went to this friggin' thing. This right here is Renatra linearis, also known as a water scorpion or a water stick insect. But I'll tell you right now, from the point of view of the fishes, it's more like a water dick insect. They have these grabby little front arms, which they use to... Oh, look at that. It looks like he's using the duckweed like a little Halloween mask. Anyway, when they catch the fishes, they pierce them with this crazy proboscis that comes out the mouth hole. And then they have another thing that comes out and slurps up the insides. I mean, look at that. You're not going to make friends tongue-f***ing a fish corpse like that. Anyway, congratulations, winner. French kissing that'd be like a reverse colonoscopy. No, I'm right, Jerry. That's a reverse. No, what you're saying is not the reverse. No, a colon that probes a finger is essentially the same procedure. It just changes who's in charge. Oh, the finger would pay for it? All right, well, I'll give you that. In the category Why I Wouldn't Want to Be a Goat, the winning
That's
entry was a
terrifying.
goat. Listen, we've all peed on ourselves a little, right?
Before it grosses me out, dude, baby goats are the cutest things ever. I want one so bad. And then once it gets uncute, I'll kill it and eat it. But while they're cute and little and jumping around and being little ninjas and making noises and stuff, I'm all for it. But once they get this big, I'm past it. Good thing is you can eat them.
Accident or in the shower, but it turns out when a male goat is in rut, and I don't mean in a rut like depressed, which would make more sense to me. I mean like horny. It urinates on its own face, and not in like the spirit of youthful experimentation. It's more of a full-on soak the beard thing. Apparently, the female goats are into it. I mean, no judgment, but it's not my thing. Congratulations, winner.
Disgusting.
In the category of, oh, so that's what you sound like, we had some notable entries. There's the cheetah, fearsome predator. But when it talks, it sounds a bit like a mouse trying to rev a tiny lawnmower.
You know what I learned recently? There are more wild cats, African cats, in captivity in the state of Texas than there are in the wild. I hope that's the right quote or the right stat. But it makes sense. Like, there's a place literally right down the road from me that has probably 100 wildcats. And it's tiny. Like, the location is small for what it is. But they're more of they are illegal, like, they take in wildcats that can no longer be let go into the wild. They ship them from all over the world to that location, like a sanctuary, and they keep them there and feed them. And you can go and visit. I might take my camera out there and film them a little bit, but it's a really interesting thing, but it's really cool because you don't have a huge distance between you and the cat, and you realize how big these things are, whether it's something like a cheetah or obviously a lion or anything in between. And really the tiger, I feel like the tiger is the biggest. Last time I went, I was like, this thing is huge. But I might go by there and see if they'll let me film. Let me know down in the comments if you're interested in seeing what we have literally right down the road. I can take my kids. It'll be a good weekend thing, and we get to see some big, giant cats. We'll see.
Thing won't start.
The lynx, certainly a majestic animal, but during mating season they sound like two drunk fraternity brothers badly dubbing a samurai movie.
Sounds like my kids when I tell them no.
But the winner is the koala. Because come on, who doesn't want a koala? One of the cutest things in the world, cuddly, but they sound a bit like a donkey trying to swallow a choking pig. Sounds like when you try to get the last of your drink through a straw, but your straw's a tuba. Like a jackhammer in a bouncy castle. We'll be right back with more awards like Most Creative Use of Mucus and Worst Wasps. But first, a message about our sponsor. Oh, right. In the category of things that look just like leaf... Jerry, you did it again, didn't you? Yep, that's an actual leaf, Jerry. It's not the spirit of... Oh, that's better. Some good entries. Here's the Indian leafwing butterfly. Then there's the green phylliety. Excellent. But the winner was this frog. Fooled you?
Wow.
It's not a frog. It's a leaf pretending to be a frog by the artist Rocco Inoue. I flipped it on you. In the category of most adorable thief, the runner-up is the boxer crab. Look at it. It steals these little anemones, which become these stingy pom-poms, which it uses to defend
Oh, that's
itself against
genius.
predators. But since it's holding onto the pom-poms, it can't use its little crab hands to eat, so it uses the tentacles of the anemone to pick up food particles. Come on, that's cute. But the winner in the category is this spider. Not the big one, it's the little one off to the side. It is a dewdrop spider, and it lives on the web of another spider, in this case the Joro spider. Its butt is droplet-shaped and covered with a shiny material that makes it look like deer. It's thought that this somehow helps attract prey to the web, which the Joro spider then eats and the dewdrop spider snacks on as well. Look at that, it even does some repair work on the Joro's web. In the category least likely to be a team mascot, the winner is the marine spoonworm. Try putting that on a jersey, let alone a tattoo. I mean, I guess it could work for the Denver Dick. In the category of best fashion accessory to murder, honorable mention goes to the parasitic fungus cordyceps, one of the most beautiful ways to die. Gotta bring some extra chalk to that murder scene. Runner-up goes to the barnacle Saculina carcini. The female Saculina invades a crab's body. It then castrates the crab and creates this sort of external mass that it uses to attract males. And as is the way in nature, the parasite benefits from the host's body, and the crab gets a huge pair of balls. The winner, however,
Sounds like every female that I've ever dated.
is a parasitic flatworm called the green-banded broodsack. What happens is that a snail
I've
eats
seen this
bird
one.
droppings that contain the eggs of this flatworm. The worms then sort of take over the snail's body and cause the snail to go out into the open. Then the worms go up into the snail's eye stalks and pretend to be caterpillars,
And then they get
which
eaten,
attracts
right?
birds to come and rip out the eyes of the snail, and thusly to complete the circle of life. In the category of an ass that's happy to see you, honorable mention goes to the Hawaiian happy face spider that's got a wonderful cheek-to-cheek smile, the spiny
Now, what's funny is I have gotten a lot more comfortable with spiders through TikTok, ironically. Like, I actually follow a woman. She has a bunch of jumping spiders for pets, which are absolutely adorable. And now that every time I see them, because they're the little guys that just kind of are everywhere, I enjoy them. I try to get them to, like, actually I try to get them on my hand and stuff because I know they're not going to hurt me. And I think that's mostly my fear of spiders is how small they are and how they can hurt you without you knowing. Whereas like a snake, it's big, it's large. Even the small, like a baby little coral or we have, like, what's the big one that we have is like a garden snake, the green garden snakes or whatever they're called. Like those kind of things, they don't really get into your house. Spiders do though. And I live next to water, so they're guaranteed almost. But I've started learning to deal with them a little bit differently from TikTok. So thank you, TikTok.
orb weaver also gets a nod. There's a bit of a creepy clown vibe. Jerry, what the hell's that? Did it just fart out an ant? It did, look at it. Jerry, that creepy doll face just farted out an ant. You don't see that in one of those Attenborough documentaries, do you? The Chilean four-eyed frog is the runner-up with an ass that you could lose a staring contest to.
That's
but
the
the
ass.
winning entry is from a team of researchers that paint eyes onto cows' butts. And not just for fun. These
To
eye
keep
spots
animals
reduce
from
the
messing
number
with
of lion attacks on the herd. You try it.
I've
Paint
seen
some
this.
eyes on your butt. I bet you don't get eaten by a lion. In the category of most creative use of mucus, this year's winner is the parrotfish, who looks very smug about it if you
Parrotfish are
ask me. It creates a mucus cocoon which helps protect it from parasites while it sleeps. And after it's done with it, you got yourself an empty snot bag. You could play with it and put your weed in there. No, I'm not going to show your entry, Jerry. Well, for one, because I don't believe you made all that mucus yourself. All right. Well, thank you for admitting it, and I'm sorry too. In the category of worst wasps, I mean, take your pick, really.
Wasps.
The winner is the jewel wasps. I'll tell you, no matter what you think of cockroaches, they don't deserve this.
Oh,
First, the wasp puts venom in the body of the cockroach to keep it from running. Then it stings it in the head to make it all loopy. The venom makes the cockroach docile and triggers it to start cleaning itself. Self-washing food. It's so tame at this point, it lets the wasp eat one of its antennas and suck out the juices. The wasp can lead the cockroach around like a pet, and it brings it back to its little nest of horror, lays an egg on it, and then the baby eats it out from the inside. A real dick move. Congratulations. So to appreciate this one, you have to imagine this ruffed grouse is listening to the end of a very impassioned speech. Like, So if you want to call me a chicken, that's fine. You call me a chicken. But I'll tell you right now, every goddamn one of us is a chicken.
All right. That sums up that video. So, I wish I had a voice. I've even watched, like, again, going back to TikTok, videos of people that have that announcer voice, like that grainy, like, uh, well, I don't know, American announcer voice that does typically for baseball and stuff like that. The dude can sound perfect, and he'll be like, he'll add a lot of vulgarity to it and make fun of the person that's playing in the game, and it's usually like kids playing. You get slapped in the head with a baseball bat or like a big wiffle bat or something like that, and you're just like, oh, he took it to the head. I wish I had that voice, just like this guy. You know, this guy does like professional voice acting, but he does this for fun. I'm guessing, because if I had this voice, I would love to do stuff like this. This is phenomenal. But guys, I'm gonna call it there. I'm not sure about when I'm planning on putting out more videos. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I am again starting a new job. Hopefully, I can find the job that I need. I'm also doing YouTube videos for RVs. I'm going out like on my lunches. I go out like tomorrow. I'm going to go film 3 of them. If you do want that link, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just letting it kind of build on its own. If somebody actually found me randomly, but I don't know if that's going to be pretty consistent. Finding me. All he said was Fez, but yeah. But anyways, all right, guys. Until next time, peace.